only fan left in the chat.
He stole a motorcycle from a patrolman of BGC.
Huliin mo yan. He's not chasing me. I know.
He has, I think, 30 videos in the Philippines. All that making a fool of Filipinos.
Do you remember Vitaly?
I don't like gold diggers.
If you're chronically online, you definitely recognize the name, or you've probably seen one of his earlier pranks.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Yes? No? What are you gonna do? Hello. 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 Paparazzi, you are messing squad on a paparazzi. Paparazzi, you are my queen. Paparazzi.
Vitaly getting arrested. Vitaly's facing 3 years in the Philippines right now. I think he actually got 3 years.
More. He's gonna go to jail for a long time.
Jesus.
He's gonna go to jail for a very long time. And it's like, I know
Wasn't
Vitaly.
worth it at all.
No, bro. Like, that's the thing that's scary. It's like, dude, how old is Vitaly?
36? Yeah, no, he's 36.
Bro, he's gonna be in jail. By the time he gets out of jail, he'll be like 40-something years old. It's scary.
Vitaly isn't just stuck in jail, he's breaking down hard. The same guy who built his career crashing World Cups and faking crimes for clout is now sweating in a 97-degree cell, crawling with cockroaches, scribbling a sad apology like a kid caught cheating on a test. But that's just the beginning. This is the same man who mocked people for wearing masks in a pandemic, yelling in their faces for views. Now, he's trapped, begging for air, no AC, no escape. Karma didn't just show up. It hit him like a freight train fueled by steroids. But wait, it spirals from here. Mainstream news in the Philippines just dropped a bombshell. Vitaly tried pulling a pathetic move. He wrote this dramatic, emotional letter to government officials, claiming mental struggles and begging to be sent home. Here's where the mask falls off. He sent the letter to Secretary John Vec Rama, hoping for sympathy. But Rama didn't blink. No comfort, no release, just cold rejection.
Kita po ng Bureau of Immigration. Hi, Ma'am Dana. Long time no hear.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Magandang umaga po.
Magandang umaga. I understand na sa kustodiya na pala ng customs itong si Vitaly.
Yes, arrested
Ayun.
po kahapon ng late afternoon. Itong si Vitaly, yung infamous Russian vlogger na nag-trending po on social media for doing disruptive acts dito sa BGC.
Oo, na-achieve naman niya, Dana, ang kanyang, ang kanyang objective. Yan ang gusto niya, attention, di ba? Oo. Saan siya na-aresto?
Siya po ay kino-ordinate sa atin ng CIDG after po merong isang security guard na nag-file din po ng blotter against him sa PNP Makati. So nung nakita po natin yung kanyang location.
He basically said, "That's tough," and moved on. Trying to play the victim with Filipino law enforcement? That's like tossing a tissue at a typhoon. And it gets even messier, because the case isn't going away. Sure, they dropped the theft charge, maybe because his biggest crime was being a public nuisance. But the unjust vexation charges? Still alive, still lethal. 3 counts, 1 for each guard he harassed. And here's where the truth hits hard. Prosecutors are done playing games. They called it out. This wasn't confusion. This was straight-up harassment. They're taking it seriously. Vitaly's old, it's just a prank routine. It's not funny anymore. It's criminal.
Prank influencer is looking at possibly 24 years in prison. Now, his name is Vitaly, and Vitaly really loves attention. Bro will do anything for it. And he's been making YouTube videos for a long time. And like early on, he gets big doing prank videos. Like here's one where he pretends to be a zombie and like chases people around. Then in 2012, he does a prank.
The real chaos starts here. And get this, prosecutors now say there's reasonable certainty of conviction. Translation? They've got footage, witnesses, and probably a group chat full of guards laughing about his fall. They don't need theories. They've got receipts. But this is where it really explodes. This isn't YouTube suspension or TikTok drama. This is real court, real charges, and real consequences. All targeting the guy who thought screaming in broken English made him a star.
If I had been there when Vitaly was acting like a jerk in the Philippines, I would have gone up and said, "Whoa! Slow down, Buster! You're cruising for a bruising.
But then came the next disaster. Vitaly's legal team didn't defend him. They detonated his case. Reports say they tried to bribe the security guards. Like, sorry we humiliated you. Here's a few bucks, now disappear. This part left everyone stunned. But the guards stood their ground. No deal. No silence. They told him straight up, we're not for sale. No influencer hush money, no forgiveness. Vitaly didn't just lose. He got rejected harder than his last fake apology. That's when everything unraveled. This wasn't some private backroom deal. This was a desperate, sweaty disaster, a last-minute Hail Mary that only made him look worse. Vitaly wasn't buying silence. He was handing prosecutors a loaded weapon. But the drama only gets deeper.
To Secretary Ramula, Vitaly wrote him a letter. What is his plea? To drop the cases, and he says he is sorry and asking for forgiveness. As per Ramula, he doesn't want to condone it or let pass the actions of Vitaly. It's a behavior that needs to be broken. They said no, not gonna happen.
Shit, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm just happy to be here, bro.
Now we need to talk about the bigger trend. Influencers faking breakdowns the second they get exposed. It's always the same script. I'm not well. I need help. I didn't mean it. And here's where the truth hits hard. Vitaly's pulling the same dirty moves as Johnny Somali, cause chaos overseas, mock entire cultures, then scream mental health once the handcuffs click. Mental health matters, no doubt. But weaponizing it to dodge consequences? That's not survival. That's manipulation. But things were about to explode. Because let's be honest, jail isn't supposed to feel good. You're not at a spa. You're in a cell for a reason. Of course it's hot. Of course it's tough. That's called justice. And the Philippines? They weren't fooled for a second. If they let him walk, every clout chaser with a camera would flood in tomorrow. And it gets worse. He's not suffering from trauma. He's suffering from withdrawal. Reports say his mood swings behind bars are out of control, and many believe he's detoxing. Maybe from drugs, maybe steroids, maybe both. And brace yourself for this one. This is the same man who once told a random woman, on camera, I'm gonna rob you if you keep walking away. I want to give you money. That's not content. That's harassment. That's fear bait. Just wait until you hear this part.
The streamer Vitaly has done all of that and more. And because of it, he has landed himself in a Philippine jail for 2 to 3 years with more charges pending. Charges that could have him in prison for up to 24 years. And this is such a big deal that even the president of the Philippines has commented on it. We have to fight back against bullies like him, and our government is here to hold them accountable.
Well, there was vandalism. There was unjust vexation. Burglary. Videocaming someone without their consent.
You are best.
That clip? Just the tip of the iceberg. From Brazil to Egypt to London, he's made a career out of scaring people, taunting strangers, and laughing while they panicked. This isn't new. It's a long trail of damage. Now that same trail is circling back and biting hard. And the internet? They're not falling for the act. Comment sections are roasting him like it's open mic night. One said, "Next vlog, how I cried my way through jail." Another wrote, "Prison isn't about vibes, it's about consequences." But it gets even messier. The public has decided, this isn't funny, this isn't content, it's cruelty disguised as comedy. Vitaly isn't misunderstood, he's exposed. The prankster mask is gone. And now, he's finally facing the silence he used to fill with chaos.
2000s and early 2010s, we saw a rise in popular prank channels on YouTube. FouseyTube, Joey Salads, Kobe Persons, Ryan Atwood, and Vitaly. I'm missing a few, but you get the point.
And it's mommy makeout day.
It's 2025, and we are now in a new era of entertainment, the IRL streaming era. And websites like Kick.com have a little something for everyone. So what exactly are you into? Boxing, IRL pests, predator hunters, prank?
Even his fans are tapping out. The same crowd that used to hype his videos, now they're ghosting. No more likes, no more defense, just pure collapse. And here's the cherry on top. Not even his home country wants to claim him anymore. The Russian embassy made it crystal clear. Russian citizens must obey local laws. No special treatment, no rescue mission, no help. That's when everything unraveled. Now he's just sitting there, punished by the country he mocked and forgotten by the one he came from. No legal safety net, no influencer privilege, just heat, bugs, and regret. And it didn't end there. Because here's the reality. Filipino courts move slow, like cartoon turtle slow. His trial could take 2, maybe even 3 years just to begin. And during all that time, he's stuck. No camera, no gym, no followers, just 4 walls and a nightmare. But it spirals from here. He's being held at Camp Bagong Diwa, a detention center for immigration violators and, yes, undesirable aliens. That's the legal term. Imagine falling so hard your government file literally calls you undesirable. This part left everyone stunned. And while he's there, he'll be sweating in shared cells, sleeping shoulder to shoulder with strangers, eating mystery food, and trying to survive heat that feels like a punishment itself. No filters, no edits, just misery. Brace yourself for this one. Because the irony is straight out of a script. The same guy who bullied strangers for views, now being publicly roasted by prosecutors, politicians, and TikTok commenters alike. He mocked masks during a pandemic. Now, he's crying in a cell where air conditioning is a fantasy. And here's where the truth hits hard. He made a living turning people into punchlines. Now, he's the punchline. The fall is so poetic, it could be a Netflix original. From influencer to inmate, the full transformation. The drama only gets deeper. But here's the real warning shot. This isn't just about Vitaly. It's about every IRL streamer who thinks foreign countries are theme parks. Cultures aren't content. People aren't props. And when you treat real lives like set pieces, you're not filming a prank, you're walking into prison. And then, total chaos. So here we are, Vitaly, the loudmouth prank king, now sweaty, broke, and trapped in a Filipino holding cell. He faked apologies. He cried mental breakdown. He even tried bribes. And where did it get him? Absolutely nowhere. They tried to bury someone else, but ended up destroying themselves.